Hello and welcome to Campr. On today's show we find out that the Roma tomato has nothing to do with Roma, give you the chance to win the ARB swag, we'll have a laugh with some Campr classics, but right now let's hit the beach. Orchid Beach, Fraser Island. We are a long way from anywhere. Located about 80 kilometres up the Fraser Island Coast is this remote post of Orchid Beach, a welcome site for people looking for fuel, bait, an ice cream, or just someone to talk to.
So I'm really not a fan of crowds, but at the same time I can get sick of my own company pretty quickly as well. That's why I love a place like this. Remote living requires a certain skill set, and you'd need plenty of that living in Orchid Beach.
Donnie Mackay runs the shop here. He's been here for yonks and he says it's an interesting place to live.
How many people living in Orchid Beach these days?
Probably roughly 30, thereabouts, yeah.
And you have to be sort of fairly self-reliant, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think ahead if you're going to live in a place like this.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah, mate. No, but everyone's, some are working, some are retired, but they have to go probably every 2 weeks, go back to town and get supplies, go to the bank. I think it's all about lifestyle now, isn't it? Like, even on the mainland, every second vehicle you see, like in Campr, and that's a four-wheel drive,
Is there anybody in Orchid Beach that doesn't fish?
Yeah, me.
You're too busy.
I'm working mainly,
What's the worst thing about living at Orchid Beach? You might get a flat beer or a dodgy oyster occasionally.
No, you won't get a flat beer.
It's a real outpost, isn't it? Because you can get fuel here, you can get bait here, you can get ice, all of those essentials that you'll need if you're heading up to the Cape. Most people would stop in here on the way through the Cape.
I do get people that camp at the Cape, they'll come down every couple of days for ice. And they can fill their water container up there, down here.
What's the most popular ice block sold here?
Oh, well, it depends. If you're a dad and mum, well, they have the Magnums and the kids will get the paddle pops.
Well, I brought my old man's with me, so it looks like I'll be getting the paddle pop.
He'll have a paddle pop and he'll get the Magnum,
With Marloo Bay stretching out in front of us towards the Coral Sea, it's easy to see why people come here to rent holiday houses.
The one point I'd make about places like Orchid Beach and the Gutter Bar on Moreton and the shop at Bulwer is that you'll often hear people saying, oh no, buy all your stuff at home, the fuel's cheaper, the supplies are cheaper. Well, what you got to consider is that if you don't spend a bit of money in places like this, one day you'll come back and they're not here, and it's outposts like Orchid Beach that need to be supported if you want facilities in places like this to go on for the next 10 or 20 years. It's just a simple matter of supply and demand, isn't it? If people like Don aren't making a dollar, then they're not going to be here for much longer, and next time you come here you won't be able to get fuel or ice or bait or all the things that you need, so spend your money here.
There's an airstrip if you're rich enough to own your own plane. Plenty of people launch trailer boats off the beach here, and the reward is spectacular fishing.
So from here we're heading to Sandy Cape North. We've got to go via Ngala Rocks. That in itself could feature in the next episode. That'll be a story on its own. See you soon.
ARB are the people to see to get your 4B to Orchid Beach and beyond. They're all over the country. This is Roma. This is a Roma tomato. Now for many years I thought it was this that put Roma on the map. Of course these days, older and wiser, I know that Roma is the gateway to Queensland's outback. Whether you're heading north up the Great Inland Way or west along the Warrego Way, adventure awaits. Roma might not produce that many tomatoes, but if you love a good piece of meat, you'll find plenty of it going to market here. The Roma cattle yards are the largest in the Southern Hemisphere, but they're not the only big thing in Roma. The Big Rig is a Roma landmark and hosts the ever-friendly Visitor Information Centre. Definitely a place to check out for more info on the region. I always say to my mates when I'm heading west along the Warrego Way, take a good look around Roma, because while it might look small now, on the way back, it's going to feel like the big smoke of Brisbane. So, let's get moving, shall we? G'day, Dean Miller from Campr. To celebrate the launch of our new online TV show, we're giving away a fabulous ARB Skydome Series 1 swag. It's valued at $430. It's the best swag on the market, and here's how you win it. Click on the link below to enter the competition, and to increase your number of entries, just follow the prompts. The more entries you have, the more chance of winning, and you've got to be in it to win it. The ARB Skydome Series 1 swag is the most comfortable and airy swag that I've ever slept in. Made of heavy-duty materials with terrific ventilation and 100% waterproof, the swag retails for $430, but it could be yours for free just for entering. The prize will be drawn on Friday, April 13. Register now and good luck.